Hi guys, this is John Calam from KHL Motorsport. In this vlog, we're going to answer a few questions that we have solicited from our friends and followers on different forms of social media. Let's get right to it. Alright, the first question comes from our friend Vernon. Vernon writes, what wins a drag race, horsepower or torque? Well, torque is the actual power that the engine makes, the actual force that it can generate. While horsepower is that force applied on a given rate. If you have a fixed amount of torque, if you can rev the engine to as high as possible, you get more horsepower. Of course, all things being constant, and of course, making sure that the power band will operate at that high RPM. For example, let's say the B series, V16 makes 160 horsepower, but at what torque? But if you compare it to a bigger engine that also makes 160 horsepower, let's say, what makes 160 horsepower? My engine, the V6 in the Elantra V6, it makes 172 horsepower if I'm not mistaken. But it's 2.7 liters. But it only revs to 6.5. For a 1.6 liter Honda B16 to make the same power as a 2.7 liter V6, it has two less cylinders. Yeah, so if you really notice, when displacement is limited in certain racing series, that you're limited to 1.6 or 2 liter, that's typical in many forms of Philippine grassroots motorsports. So the Hondas have the advantage on that regard. Of course, there's also turbocharging, but that's another kind of worms. But yeah, I mean, if I were to pick what I would tune for in an engine, to super tune and blueprint and modify an engine, whatever, for drag racing, I would focus on horsepower more. Of course, there are better explanations why we would pick horsepower over torque. That would be the way I would stress its importance. Anyway, good question, Vernon. I hope to see you soon. Another one of my good friends, Jay. Jay writes, kailan ka bibili ng Duke? That translates in English, when will I buy a Duke? I don't think I'll buy a Duke 390. I was supposed to buy a Duke 390 about 6 months ago. I already prepared the money. I borrowed the money to buy a used one. And when I saw it, I didn't think it's something that a guy like me who did not know how to ride a bike, I kind of felt intimidated in looking at it, as a starter bike, and I was like, it's kind of shouty because it's orange, because it's a KTM. That fell through. I changed my mind, but I did buy something that sort of looks like a KTM Duke, and it also has a similar name. It's, instead of it being a KTM, it's a KYM CO. So I got a Kimco K pipe. So it's 125cc semi-automatic, and yeah, it's a good commuter starter bike. It looks good as well. And I bought it for like 10% of the price of a used 390. So it was a good starter bike, but since then I bought two more bikes. The second one I bought was even cheaper than the KYM CO, but it needs a lot of work, and we've been doing it before the ECQ. So we hope to resume doing it and feature it on an upcoming video soon. Third one is something I got also before the ECQ. It's a sports bike-ish thing. Anyway, you'll find out on a future video. But again, in summation, I don't think I'll buy a Duke 390 anytime soon. I'm sorry, but they're nice bikes. It's just not for me at this juncture. Maybe someday, but not now. Thanks, Jay, for that question. We're still open to answer all your questions. Please do keep, if you have any random car question that you think that you like an answer from me, please do write them in the comments, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out our Facebook pages, and you'll see them listed in somewhere, probably there or here or whatever. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video. Do take care at these trying times, and God bless you. Right? See ya.